So I have a little early summer garden related project that I'm taking on here. And it involves some of the fencing around the garden. Now, coming off of the mini barn here, I've got this fencing, which you can see the wooden part, but you can also see the wire part of this fencing. And it's just sort of, especially when it gets to be just wire, like it is right there, just sort of ugly fencing, and I've been wanting to kind of get rid of it for a long time for two reasons. One, it's ugly fencing and I don't like it, and two, it is the sort of the delimiter between the garden and the backyard, and in particular the pond area over here. And so I've long wanted or been thinking about doing something that puts sort of an entrance to the garden right close to the pond here and opens up that entire space over to where these trees are. And I thought I would do that by putting in some split rail fencing, which looks kind of nice, and then maybe have a gate here and an arbor or something like that, and which just sort of would make this kind of a formal entrance to the garden and integrate it in here with the pond and the sitting area out here. So I'm finally going to do that. I committed to it. I've even got all the posts and rails I think that I need in order to pull it off. And I even got a little arbor entranceway. I'm going to build a gate, but I've got some work to do because this pine tree here has got to go because it's right in the middle where the fence line would be. This sort of cross between a tree and a bush, whatever it is, has got to go too. That birch tree can stay, and so this whole area in here, inclusive and up to where those two big pine trees are, will just be opened up and be part of the garden with some sort of a gateway right where you can see a couple sticks in the ground there. So that's my task. I'm taking a few days off from or a few days off each week for the next 3 weeks or so. And so hopefully with those 4-day weekends strung together, I'll be able to come close to completing this endeavor. I'm going to try to, in my typical form, set up a few time-lapse cameras to kind of document everything. But it starts today. So here's what about 60 linear feet of post and rail fencing looks like when it's loaded into a trailer. And those are the posts down there, and then the long pieces are the rails. Boy, it was a project in itself just getting down to Lowe's and getting this thing all picked out and loaded up, but that was the first step, and that's how I committed myself to doing the task. And this is the garden arbor kit that I purchased to highlight the entranceway. Here we go.